So when we have two ratios, and what do I mean by a ratio? 6 over 10 is a ratio. 3 over 5 is a ratio. Whenever you set those equal, they form a proportion. So this is a ratio, this is a ratio. And a proportion, in order to solve, most teachers teach you to do the cross product. Now remember, the cross product is just when you multiply like 1 times 6, and it doesn't matter which side you put it on. So 1 times 6 is 6, so you would put 6. I guess they have the arrow pointing this way. 1 times 6 is 6. 3 times 2 is also 6. And so I get 6 equals 6. And so because the cross products are equal, we say that they form a proportion. So looking at these, is 6 times 5, 30, equal to 10 times 3, 30? Yes. You would say yes. Is 1.2 times 5 equal to 2 times 4? Well, 1.2 times 5 is 6. 4 times 2 is 8, so that'd be no. Is 1 times 9, 9, equal to 3 times 3, 9? 9 equal 9? Yes. Is 12 times 6, 72, equal to 24 times 2, 48? No. So they do not form a proportion. Another way to do it is, does this fraction reduce to this fraction? Does 6/10 reduce to 3/5? Yes. Okay. Does 3/9 reduce to 1/3? Yes. So here's an example, solving for a very simple variable. You have a ratio equal to a ratio, that makes a proportion. So we go 1 times 60, which is 60. We go 5 times x, which is 5x. Divide both sides by 5, and 60 divided by 5 is 12, right? So I get x equals 12. Here, same thing. I do 10 times 4 is 40. K times 2.5 is 2.5k. Divide both sides by 2.5. And you get 16. Okay, so these are very simple proportions. You would do the same thing on them. You would just cross multiply. Here, these are word problems, and you may remember these also. We'll just do a couple examples. So let's say you have an 8-ounce glass of orange juice that contains 72 milligrams of vitamin C. Let's say you were to drink more juice that was 60 milligrams. So how much juice contains 60 milligrams of vitamin C? And when you set this up, you're going to do ounces, and then on the denominator, you're going to put milligrams. So when you set up a proportion, you have to make sure that ounces and ounces are both on top, milligrams and milligrams are both on bottom, or you could also do milligrams over ounces, milligrams over ounces. And so when we start off, I know that 8 ounces, so I'm going to put 8. 8 ounces of orange juice contains 72 milligrams. Notice I put that under that proportion. 8 ounces makes 72 milligrams of vitamin C. So then it says, how much juice contains 60 milligrams? So I'm going to put 60 here. And the question is, how much juice? So we don't know. I put an X. and then I cross multiply. So I take 8 times 60 is 480. I take 72 times x. Solve that by taking 480 divided by 72, and I get 6 2/3. And that's how you would solve that. So 8 ounces contains 72. They're asking about 60. You would expect that to be smaller. I mean, you're going from 72 to 60. It's not going to be that much smaller. So 72 to 60, you're going to go from 8 ounces down to about almost 7 ounces. Okay. And that's how you would set up all of these. And again, this is all review. But I just wanted to give you a quick video. A grading machine can grade 48 multiple choice tests in 1 minute. How long will it take the machine to grade 300 tests? So when you're setting up your ratio, you're going to decide what are your two things. And your two things are the number of tests and how long it takes. Right? So this will be tests. If we put test there, we have to put test there. You could have put it on both denominators. And then the other thing is the time, which is minutes. Just notice that they're both in the same spot. So let's start. A grading machine can grade 48 multiple choice tests. So I'm going to put 48 there. In 1 minute. So 1 minute goes on bottom. How long? That'd be x. We don't know how long. How long will it take the machine to grade 300 tests? 300. I then cross multiply. 1 times 300 is 300. 48 times x. To solve that, I take 300 divided by 48. And I get 6.25. So it's going to take this about 6 minutes to grade all of these tests.